Zelda struggles so much to get in and then capitalize when getting in. But yeah, opting to go for PS2 for Game 1.
Yeah, PS2 is usually the name of the stage for both these players, and you're going to see a lot of zoning coming in from ZeroTwoNone. But when he finds those openings, just like he did right now, you're going to see some meaty damage being put out.
And I really love the usage of the chakra from Numbers already, because even though he didn't get the full connection there, wow, great reflection there. But
oh my gosh, he just two-framed him with that side B right there. And yeah, that's going to be something that we're going to see. You don't really see John Numbers throw out that reflector a lot, but when he does, you see that it's been connecting and it's been going so much in his favor. 81% already dealt on ZeroTwoNone's first stock, and he seems to be not slowing down whatsoever, reading him left and right 3 in a row.
Wow, and this is definitely where John Numbers is especially menacing, but ZeroTwoNone able to go and get the F smash in time. A very, very safe move and commitment. And I'm surprised John Numbers was able to avoid the Phantom there despite landing so aggressively with a down air right onto Phantom. I do believe he crossed up the Phantom with the down air while he was hitting him. So definitely like a little bit of matchup experience there, and fantastic use of the Chakram to stuff out the use of the Phantom. That's definitely something ZeroTwoNone has to keep his eyes open for, because if he charges Phantom preemptively, he's just going to get shot at from long range by the Chakram.
Yeah, but you see both players holding their own right now and trying to prove themselves very worthy of sealing this first stock first. And just as I say that, one little dash attack will seal the stock for John Numbers, taking it now with a not so much of a convincing lead, because as I say that, all it takes is one fair, the heel kick coming in from Zelda, and now we are back at 0 apiece, but now John Numbers trying to respond back with a little bit of movesets of his own. Not going to get the stock yet, but 26% is 26%. That is enough to work with right now for John Numbers, and he seems to be finding every single opening. Every time the Phantom has come out, the reflector has been the key factor. And as I say that, he finally gets hit by one.
And I feel like right now ZeroTwoNone has to be a little bit more careful about landing on John Numbers' shield. Like, this was something I mentioned to ZeroTwoNone right before he jumped in, but John Numbers is able to get an up B out of shield on all these commitments with, like, ZeroTwoNone's respective teleport on his up B. But right now, super scary for John Numbers. I love the use of the reflect rather than air dodging to invalidate the use of ZeroTwoNone's Jin's fire.
Yeah, and you see right now both players really holding on their own. This has been one of the most even games I've seen so far today. And you see both players just holding on their own right now, playing their characters to their full potential. And as I say, that one up B will solidify once again that stock. Now, ZeroTwoNone with a slight lead.
John has to be super careful when he's committing to the long-range Chakram, because if ZeroTwoNone is above him, not able to get directly hit by it, he can just up B right into him and effectively reset neutral, or even worse, take out the stock like that. So, Numbers has to be definitely very, very attentive of how he's zoning and committing to these long-range options. Love the fact that John just sat in shield there, knowing that, you know what, I'm going to take a bunch of shield damage, my shield isn't going to break, I'll be fine, I'll get out of this scenario somehow. Yeah,
and also good awareness from ZeroTwoNone, finally using his own neutral B for that Phantom as well, in case John Numbers were to reflect it, as he's been doing so this whole matchup. And as I say that, 68% of extra credit to work with right now for ZeroTwoNone, as he is also down to his final stock. And now the patience coming in from John Numbers.
He's just closing out this gap between them, because I feel like ZeroTwoNone especially, like, he was getting impatient, like with those neutral Bs, and right there, Numbers has suddenly taken the lead, not just present-wise, but also position-wise. With that up B, Numbers has plenty of time to react and punish it. So, like, ZeroTwoNone has to be really, really careful in the back here, almost enough to take it out, but the Chakram snipe not even coming through with that. Ooh, that was so good. Wow. Like, getting the perfect timing on the tornado, making sure he wasn't going to get hit by that anytime soon. I'm surprised that didn't reflect, but ZeroTwoNone might have been ready. And the F smash, taking out John Numbers' last stock for Game 1.
Yeah, and you see towards the end of that, final stock, it just seemed like John Numbers had no answer to how to get back on stage, because every single option seemed to be covered. You see the Phantom right there, and he gets grabbed as he goes for the normal get up. And then look at this right here. Once again, trying to find a way to get in. The Phantom comes out, not going to connect there. And he goes for the jump, but all it took was one little forward smash. Another beauty to be played, and now we take things to Game 2.
Right now, Game 2, they're going to be running it back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Again, as you mentioned before, like, this is the stage of choice for both of these players and characters. And right now, I love that from ZeroTwoNone. John Numbers was definitely trying to stuff out some sort of an aerial approach, going with the forward air, but ZeroTwoNone is going to stay on top of it. Well, did he mash neutral B, or is that intentional? Who knows with Zelda.
That's the thing with Zelda, you know, like, you don't think that, you know, she's a character that has to mash because you want to get all the inputs out as fast as you can, and just like that, the outer shield
landing unsafely on ZeroTwoNone's shield, so...
And he's getting hard punished for it, as ZeroTwoNone has finally brought this game. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful connection, and what a conversion that could have been if that were to hit the sweet spot.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Unfortunately, in a different timeline that did connect, and we would have both popped off. But the upbeat
God,
out of shield and enough to take out the stock at 96%. Amazing job from ZeroTwoNone.
That's exactly what's been the gameplay for ZeroTwoNone. These upbeats have been connecting for him to his favor, and John Numbers, very, very weird that he's not able to, you know, avoid these upbeats, because even from recoveries, you know, not just out of shield, but even recovery-wise, ZeroTwoNone has been going for these, and he has been hitting John Numbers with these a lot. And now he sits at 155, trying to find a way to get some damage. As I say that, the Phantom's going to put 14% on John Numbers' stock.
What I think would be a really interesting play from Numbers is if he could throw out his Tornado to cover like the cross-up teleport that ZeroTwoNone has been doing.
Ouch.
And that, I think that was up tilt.
That was up tilt.
I need to take out the stock there.
Yeah, all it took was one up tilt, and now 33% of extra credit to work with, and now the patience from John Numbers. That has been the virtue so far for his gameplay, trying to find those openings. And as I say that, he's just racking up this damage, and every time you see John Numbers down, you just see how much more patient he gets. And the problem with that is that every time he gets the lead back, he gets to be a little bit more aggressive than he should be. So the patience is something that he has to rely a lot more on.
And right there, that could have been really, really bad for him super quickly, but able to get the reflected Phantom, sweeping ZeroTwoNone across the stage and taking out the stock. ZeroTwoNone has to get John off stage and successfully edgeguard him, but John has been doing such an amazing job in the set so far of getting back against ZeroTwoNone's ledge trapping. Regardless, that forward, or maybe it was a back air, the moves are identical. Just like knocking off John so hard. The spaced F smash safe on shield. And right now, ZeroTwoNone is grasping at straws of getting back into advantage, over committing to the up B and getting punished for it with an F tilt.
I like the option there, using that that reflector to his advantage, trying to get the heel kick, but not going to happen there. And now the Phantom back into play. We're going to lose that Phantom, though. 55% already to work with for John Numbers in his favor, and then some. 104 already, and yeah, ZeroTwoNone wants to be able to have any chance to win this game and take it back. He's going to have to seal the stock. As I say that, he does. And now the question becomes, who's going to be more patient? Who's going to find their openings? And all it took was one down tilt into an up B.
That was crazy. That was, I mean,
I don't know if that was true.
Swordfighter has a very, very simple game plan of, I am going to kill them with either an up B or an up air.
Dude, he was at 67.
And I'm going to knock them up, and I'm going to confirm into that.
Oh my gosh, he was at 67, and that just convert. I don't know. I want to say that was a DI situation, but I could be wrong. Whatever. Nevertheless, we're going to game 3 of this winners quarters, I believe, right? We're still in winners quarters, or are we in winners semis?
Oh no. And we're going to see ZeroTwoNone switching to. I saw him hovering over Palutena. I saw him hovering over Robin. He's having doubt in his character pick right now.
He has to stick to his guts, and it looks like.
No. What's he doing? What is he doing? Just
make
play
up your
Zelda.
mind, man.
Stay
Make
Zelda.
up your mind.
Stay Zelda, bro. Just
stick to your roots, man. If you think the Zelda's not gonna, okay. As I say that, we're going to go with Zelda, but a different change of scenery. We're going to town and city.
This music is so calm. Just everybody relax. We're gonna have a good time.
It makes me want to relax, but then I remember this is a fighting game. So what is this song doing in this game?
Is it a fighting game if you're fighting against 2 corny ass zonings? Anyhow, getting back to this ad.
Fine, I'll give you that one.
Right now, really even game. Both of them are just trading with their projectiles a lot. ZeroTwoNone getting the sour spot in his forward. It was super, super unfortunate. Definitely intending to get the sweet spot and dealing an easy 20% with that. Ooh, John Numbers, like, that's definitely the highlight of John Numbers' play. I feel like he is so good at conditioning your shield with Chakram, and that he just forward airs or down airs you for jumping out of shield. So that's some classic Numbers play right there. Ooh, Numbers off by like a pixel or 2 on the spacing for his F smash, and ZeroTwoNone again teleporting to the center stage. Great reflector coming from ZeroTwoNone. Just like mixing up John's timing a little bit, you know?
Yeah. And you see John Numbers playing it very, very more patiently, a lot more cautiously, and that's something you don't see very often from John Numbers. You know he likes to go as aggressive as he can and find those openings. As I say that, he is not afraid to go for it all. High risk, high reward type plays, and you see why it's paying off for him right now. One tornado into the up B. Yes, sir, you are gone. And now John Numbers takes the lead in this game 3.
Ooh, and that's something so particularly menacing about fighting a character with as blatant disjoints like me Swordfighter is, because right now you just saw ZeroTwoNone get the iframes on his neutral B, but ZeroTwoNone's forward air, John Numbers' forward air was just able to poke through it because of just how active it is. It is a multi-hitting forward air after all.
Youch.
That was amazing. I think that was a 2-frame down tilt into the Phantom.
And once again, the Phantom going under the stage and connecting, racking up a little bit more damage for ZeroTwoNone, and that's just some great spacing coming in from ZeroTwoNone.
That was so good. Like ZeroTwoNone, I feel like in this game right now, ZeroTwoNone is definitely like showing off his like usage of the reflector a lot more than in the previous games. Had Numbers teched in place, that would have knocked him off stage, definitely putting him in a really bad ledge trap scenario. Catching the unsavory landing with the up B. Right now, this is a lot of where ZeroTwoNone's play comes in, like catching all these bad landing options.
And once again, all these up Bs, man, they have been connecting for ZeroTwoNone left and right. A few times he misses, but every time, the second time, you know he's going to convert it. And you see right there, John Numbers getting a little bit more impatient, just throwing out attacks, trying to find an opening that he can.
Ooh, I'm surprised that the Chakram had so much priority that it just went through the Phantom as an extended hitbox and then just went all the way through. Despite ZeroTwoNone having the lead, I don't think he has the positional lead right now, being knocked off stage. Great timing on the neutral getup, making sure that he wasn't going to get hit by a tornado anytime soon. And you see Numbers really desperate to reflect the Phantom in the back air enough to take out the stock. ZeroTwoNone suddenly lost his lead, and right now he needs to close out the stock ASAP.
Oh my gosh, and as I say that, all it took is one shield poke with the up smash.
I don't think it was a shield poke, actually. I feel like Numbers was just like not familiar with how long that lasts.
Oh my goodness, I never seen so many reflectors into one little move, and he just catches it in the air. That was just an impressive showing from John Numbers there, especially keeping full composure. I don't know how the reflectors just reflected left, right, but that was a sight to see.
Yeah, because at a certain point, like, there's a max. I feel like it's 6 times that something can actually be reflected before it breaks through any reflector in the game. So